can officially welcome you all to Survivor.
Hi!
I'm going to die.
Your fire represents your life. So if your fire is gone, so are you.
I'm supposed to have my midlife crisis in my 40s to 50s.
Plans are starting to percolate.
I'm not voting on a TCU person.
I would like to vote off Andrew.
My strategy is to continue to win. That's it.
Sophie and I decided to make another playlist because the previous one had Katy Perry on it. Case closed.
Thought we had a good playlist. Had all the moods, had all the classifications you wanted. Andrew, your judges apparently just had no taste.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing personal, but a little personal. Bye, Kaitlyn.
There's like nothing else I can do right now except lie through my teeth. I'm gonna feel so bad after when she's gone and she's gonna know it was me.
Third person voted out of Survivor Annihilation. Danny, tonight 2 votes is enough.
So maybe my straight hair can make me like evil Kaitlyn today and like this isn't my real self. But my vote today, if I can find it on my piece of paper.
Lyndsey, that's 1 vote, Lyndsey.
Is that a tails?
That is a tails.
Yeah!
Damn it, you're a dangerous player.
And I don't have a piece of paper around me, so this is how I wrote it down.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn?
My vote is for Libby.
Kaitlyn, that does not count. We are at 0 votes and we have 1 vote left.
I will be voting for Jack. He's so nice and I feel really bad, but this is just kind of a burn vote in case Kaitlyn also has an idol.
While you did a great job with the presentation, you will not be presenting your own presentation.
Oh, fun.
Oh my god, someone's gonna benefit off of my presentation.
Did it sound like I knew what the I was talking about?
It should have been Monica and Richard.
Yeah.
More cows.
We don't live in Bikini Bottom.
Or as the Brits would say, aluminium.
Bob's Burger.
I'm assuming it's not in my best interest to tank it.
Probably not. 15 minutes to vote someone off. Okay? Cool. Okay.
I do think that lines are being drawn.
Did Henry vote with TCU?
I think I might be getting bamboozled.
Like TCU people all said they were gonna vote for John.
Or Dan lies about everything.
And how many votes for John was there?
Dan just commented on Facebook that he is playing his super idol.
It's whatever. I really can't trust anyone else at this point.
You have found so many idols, and if you come out with 1 more tonight.
And if you ever think that you're 100% safe in this game, then you are doing something wrong. If there is one word to describe my game, it's adaptable. I feel like I've put in my work to make sure I've stayed safe and that I have survived.
My Survivor experience has been interesting. I think I've made friends, made enemies.
I'm so grateful to get to play this with a lot of my friends. I have taken risks. I've done things that I don't think other people would have done.
I feel like I've been the underdog, so I feel like it'd just be a very fun, came out of nowhere story if I were to win.
Sorry. So, like, I was just recapping the other 2. I haven't heard from Henry in a while. Have you heard from Henry today?
No. Is Andrew talking to us or is he on the phone?
I think he's on the phone. Maybe he's leaving a message.
Uh-oh. Is anyone else nervous? I'm like nervous. This is a game. This is not real life.
Andrew gave me some interesting, not specific, but interesting things about the jury.
Oh no. Oh boy. Were they talking about us?
I mean, they are going to be, and they have been.
Right, yeah.
Be bitter.
Henry will not be making it tonight. So, congratulations, Claire, Dan, Libby. You will be pleading your cases to the jury as to why you should win $20. So, you might recognize this sound as it comes in the air.
Oh.
Welcome to Fibbage. There we go.
Okay, here's the question. There is a riot police unit in the Russian town of Rostov-na-Donu that is composed entirely of blank. Enter your lies now. All right, who picked what? Question. Allgrim Acres is a 9-hole miniature golf course oddly located in an Illinois blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. The band Queen's original name. Type in your lies.
I feel like I know this.
No.
I think it's Smile. Oh! By 500 points, Claire wins reward. You won a challenge.
Yeah, finally! Crazy.
By 500 points.
By 500 points, only challenge that I win, and it's the last one. So, you know.
So your reward is, by the end of the night, you will be able to remove one jury vote of your choice.
Oh, okay.
You won't know who voted, like you don't know who the vote is, but you will be able to remove their vote. It will not count in the finale. So now that it's official, choose to our final three.
I don't think glass.
Are you guys ready for the jury?
This is gonna be.
I'm not ready for the jury. Here you go. We're about to introduce our jury. We have Jack, Megan, Kaitlyn, John, Sophia, Sinai, who's that? Bernice, Zoe, Cole, and that is it. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
I am so happy to see everyone again here. You all have a huge decision to make, and I appreciate you all taking the time to come here and make this decision, and that's that. Just an update. Henri, unfortunately, was not able to make it today. She is okay. I'm going to say that. But she will no longer be a part of the jury or in the final three. Really sad to hear that, but Henri is doing okay, and she wishes the best for everyone. But without further ado, we do have our final three: Claire, Dan, and Libby.
Well, I first wanted to say thanks to everyone here who played this game. I know it's been really hard, just because it's been crazy to do all this on Zoom and Facebook Messenger. So, I mean, playing with you guys has just been great. And I think all of you guys really wanted to play the game, and I really appreciate that. And you made this hard for me, so thank you for that. But coming to this game, really, I want to build up a social game and a strategic game. And I want to make sure I was doing everything in my power to flow through the game flawlessly. And the one word that I use to describe my game would probably be adaptable. And every single week, something happened. A duel was thrown out, a double elimination, a new idol or crazy idol. And I just had to work with whatever happened. I lost a lot of allies in this game, whether it was Jack, whether it was Kaitlyn, whether it was Cole, whether it was Sophia, whether it was Sinai, whether it was Megan. And I really just had to work with whatever happened in the game. I found 3 idols. I won an immunity challenge. I was able to get to this final 3, and work my butt off just to get here. And I'm very proud of the game I played, and I will obviously go into more detail, but I'm honored to be a part of this Final 3. So that's my piece.
Hey, yo. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'll obviously go more in depth when y'all ask me questions. Ultimately, just to start off with, I feel that I deserved the $20 because I was always a team player from the get-go, and my strategy was always to be that person that anyone could come to and say, Libby, we need to vote this person out in order to move forward in the game. I always gave 100% in everything. I worked well socially with others, and I think that was my strong suit, and I think that made me a really strong competitor. Ultimately, I stayed true to myself until the end, and I'm so grateful, Andrew, for you for starting all this and for letting me participate. And I've loved getting to know all of you, and I'm excited to answer your questions.
Hello, everyone. Like everyone else said, it's just been like such a fun time to be playing this game during quarantine. It's definitely been a highlight. As stressful as it has gotten, it's always been something that, again, I've been looking forward to, and it's been super fun. I'd say that what's been defining my game is that, especially since the merge, I feel like I've been kind of an underdog and having to play catch up, because a lot of my like Michigan allies, like on this jury call, it's me and Kaitlyn. So I think just having been able to survive this far has just been like a testament to me being able to halfway play this game. So big props to me for this being my one and only challenge that I've won so far. Obviously, I haven't been as strong in that regard as my competitors, but I made up for that by winning a lot of immunity idols and trying to play those at the correct time, and also being super lucky in a lot of aspects. But yeah, I'll be happy to answer more questions and also probably talk the most that I have talked throughout this entire game.
Final Tribal is always about resumes, building your resumes to then show to the jury, voting people out that then have to vote for you. Now, what is one thing that you wouldn't include in your resume of smaller nuance? You know, something that, Dan, you mentioned adaptability. What's one small thing, like collaborating with someone on one vote that you wouldn't collaborate on the next vote, for example, that's a smaller that would bleed through the cracks?
I think a very small detail that maybe people didn't notice was at the final 9, that was when the duel week happened. And I think everyone still in the game was just terrified. We didn't know what was going to happen. And that was the week for me where I was like, okay, I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on whatever decision I can make to benefit myself. What can we do? So I've been with TCU for a while, and naturally I worked with a lot of people from my school. And we wanted someone from LMU out. Henri had won immunity. We were all convinced Zoe had an idol, and that left Sophia. And I had a very strong gut feeling that someone from TCU was going to throw a vote on Sophia, giving her an extra chance of going into the duel.
I do have to say, I think one move that I'm pretty proud of is the fact, although I am very sorry, I was the one vote to get you out. I had a feeling that I was told that Kaitlyn was coming for me, and we were all trying to get Kaitlyn out. Sorry, Kaitlyn. And I was given an idol. Thank you, Cole. But I had a feeling that she would also play an idol, and I didn't want anyone from TCU that I was working with. If Kaitlyn figured that since she was going to play an idol too, I wasn't sure if she would throw one vote like to get one of us out. So unfortunately, you were the casualty. But I would say that was a big move, and I think people were pretty unexpected. Like, it was pretty unexpected. So that would be my answer.
I just wanted to congratulate the final 3. It's been very impressive to watch y'all's progress throughout the game and to see how far you've come. So congrats for making it this far. That means a lot for y'all. So I would just say maybe my one question for you 3 is, what would be the one maybe defining moment in your game, or the biggest move that you've made in your game?
I'll go first. Okay. I think for me, the biggest moment in the game was finding that super idol. I think that really changed the dynamic going forward, because apparently there was a grouping of people who wanted me out. I received 3 votes during that tribal. I also just felt like I wasn't getting anything from Henri and Zoe and Bernice. She was the one TC person who I just felt like I wasn't really sure where she was at. So I had a pretty good feeling that people were going to throw a vote towards me. So I knew I needed to gun for this idol.
I feel like the move that like first defined my game for me was like right before the merge when I played the 50-50 idol, because that was like the first time that like I knew that my name was on the voting block, and that without that I definitely would have gotten out. And so that was the first time that I like really tried to like take definitive action, and like yeah, just like act like a strong player in the game.
It's nice to see Claire and Dan in the final 3 because we were allies from kind of a bit far out. And honestly, I've never really worked with Libby at all, or been on I don't think we've ever been on the same team or anything. So I feel like I don't know any of your game at all, which is unfortunate. But you've made it this far, which is a testament to you know, how you've played and everything. I guess I'll try not to beat a dead horse here with asking you guys the same kinds of questions, but my question for each of you is the same. And why should I vote for you over the other 2?
I was able to do a lot, and I think having all that information really benefited my game. And I don't know if Libby or Claire had that much information in their disposal. And I think really having that strong of a social game and being able to work with whatever I was given is the reason why I should win.
Overall, I would say I just did really well socially with my alliances. And I also wasn't scared to, you know, make some hard decisions. And I guess making some shocking moves like helps me stick out as I sit here next to my fellow tribe mates. And I really wanted to form new relationships with people I didn't know and give different allies like the same shot as everyone else. So I would say that that's what makes me someone who should win.
Yeah, I'd say I probably had a less strong social game than my competitors, just because, again, I like a lot of the people that I knew outside of this game had already been gotten, so I had to play catch up a little bit. I definitely tried to reach out to folks and try to form alliances, but I'd say that like my strongest aspect to the game was just like being able to like come back from that and being able to adapt and continue on from that, and also being able to play like a pretty honest game. I don't think I ever like told anyone that I was voting for a person that I didn't vote for. I either didn't say anything or I lied about having immunity idols, but I never lied about my votes. So I was just happy about having been able to play an honest game.
All right, congratulations to all of y'all that made it, all 3 of you. And I would like to ask, what is the shiestiest move y'all made during the game?
I think this will come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, but I think my most shocking move, hey buddy, would be getting alcohol. Again, obviously I didn't even think I would be put in that position. Ultimately, they did not vote the way that they had told me that they were going to vote, and thus I had to choose between my 2 closest allies in the game. So that was unbelievably difficult. But I'm sticking by my decision. And as hard as that was, I definitely don't regret anything I did in this game. So that would be the move that I guess was the most shocking.
Yeah, I guess same vote, but like getting to the tiebreaker last week, I knew that I could either vote for Cole or for Henri, and that I would be like, I could be the deciding vote if people were voting the way that I was told that they were voting. So making that decision was definitely something that I had to think about a lot, and that stressed me out a lot. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, I thought that going into the Final Four, I would rather not be on a Final Four with me and 3 TCU folks. So I wanted to break that up a bit, and so that informed the decision, but it was definitely like something that I agonized over a little bit, knowing that I could be the deciding factor.
The question I have for you guys is, if you could go back, what's the one thing you would change about your game or your strategy? Or is there a moment that you would have done differently?
I think one moment that I should have done differently is probably my second idol, which was the week that Megan and Kaitlyn went out. I shouldn't have played it that week. I should have saved that idol because I should have had confidence that you, Sophia, John, and Henry were going to vote out Megan, and then Libby, Megan, you were going to vote out John.
I wish I had like made more of an effort on my social game early on. So like in the first tribes, like I was in Team Blue with Libby, right? And so I like sent like hi messages to everyone, but I kind of left it at that. So I wish that I had like reached out again to people and tried to like make stronger social bonds, because I think that could have like definitely helped my later on game instead of just kind of like starting and then immediately stopping.
I have a question for Dan. On October 27, you sent the you messaged the chat asking for an immunity idol, and when I called you out on it,
oh no.
You said, no, I misspelled. It was a typo. My phone changed challenge to so I accidentally asked how long was the What's up with that?
Well, oh my God. What's soon? Oh my God. I knew you were going to bring that up. I knew it. Yeah, so I was asking for Andrew about the idol, and I didn't want anyone to find out that I had an idol. I up and accidentally sent that in the word peanut gallery chat because I didn't want anyone to know. But I should have noticed, and I remember this, Sinai is always the first one to look at the messages on Facebook. Her little icon always pops up first. So as soon as that happened, I was like, yeah, someone probably saw it.
But my question is, I want to know, out of the three of you, which one of you stabbed me in the back? Which one of y'all voted for me? I need to know.
I voted you out.
And I also voted for you.
I didn't vote for you.
I know I talked to Dan during the whole game, but I never really talked to Claire or Libby. So I guess, I mean, everyone's asking questions on like strategy, so I kind of want to like, I guess, lighten the mood and just talk about Survivor in general. So my question is, what was everyone's most favorite and least favorite challenge while playing?
I think my favorite challenge, the meme, I mean, I'm biased because I won that one, but I think that was just one where it's like we could really just have a good time and really relax. And I mean, we were all sharing our memes and we were laughing so much. It was a really fun challenge. I feel like because it was the final five, we were already stressed out. So I really enjoyed that one. My least favorite was 1,000,000% the Shady Sunday challenge where we all spilled tea anonymously. Yeah, that was fun, Andrew.
I would say my favorite, I mean, in terms of how I performed, I liked doing the memory challenges because for some reason I think I did okay with short-term memory stuff. Least favorite, absolutely, would be the messy challenge that Dan is referring to.
So Dan, after like all the way since day one, we were in an alliance and we were buds, and I was very, very proud to be by you in most of this game. We all know you were playing some shady shit at one point. We all knew. But you know what? Great game played by you, and congratulations for being in the final three. And I'm happy that I was able to help get you there. Libby, same with you. You know where I stand. And Claire, the idol queen. We never really were in an alliance together, and you had a hand in getting me out twice. Mad respect for your game. My only question for you, do you have a final count on how many idols you played?
I want to say 4. I could be wrong. Andrew, can you like fact check me?
I can confirm that's 4.
Okay.
All right. everyone, it's time to vote for a winner. Here's what's gonna happen. The jury, feel free to mute, leave the chat if you need to. You're gonna about have 10 minutes to send me a 1 minute-ish video saying who you'd like to win and why. Please write it down on paper.
Okay, so I'm casting my winning vote for Dan. I think you just absolutely did fantastic in that fucking tribal performance. You spoke with so much confidence and conviction that I didn't see as much with Libby and Claire.
Here is my final vote. It will be for Claire. I respect honesty. I don't like a lot of people that stab each other in the back, and I believe that she really was the underdog in this game despite playing so many immunity idols. So I think that she should win because of that. And hope other people think the same.
The person I'm voting for is someone who is a friend, has been close since the beginning, and I think was the most honest person tonight. So I am voting for Dan.
My vote in the final 3 is for Claire. Yay, Claire. I hope she wins. I feel like she's been really savvy this entire game. For her to make it this far and to have literally like one ally in the entire jury is a really big deal. I think she's obviously showed that she's super smart. Clearly, she went to Cornell, so I think that's a big deal.
I'm truly impressed by every one of the Final Threes games that they played, and I respect every decision that was made. But because of the open honesty in answering the questions and the fact that he was one of my first allies, I have to vote Dan. Godspeed, buddy.
It is now time to pick a winner, but I did say there was a reward challenge and a twist. And so the twist, Claire, would you like to announce as the winner of the challenge what the twist was?
Sure. So the twist was that I got to pick someone to cancel out their vote.
Yes. So we're about to find out if Claire succeeded in this or not. She decided to cancel out a vote for Dan. All right. So now we have 8 votes. It takes 5 to win. Okay. 5 to win. Ready? Here we go. First vote. Dan. Claire. 1 vote Dan, 1 vote Claire. Claire. That's 2 votes Claire, 1 vote Dan. Dan. That's 2 votes Dan, 2 votes Claire. Claire. That's 3 votes Claire, 2 votes Dan. Claire. That's 4 votes Claire, 2 votes Dan. The winner of Survivor Annihilation. Congratulations, Claire. You have officially won this game.
I hope Claire wins. I think she had an honest game, one of the best games.
I feel like they were very strategic in the way they went about things, and even when the odds were against them, which they were a lot of time, they still overcame.
The fact that she had made it to the final 3 impresses me immensely. So I'm going for Claire.
Thanks y'all. Like the clip in the video said, I definitely feel like I was the underdog. But again, like Dan and Libby, y'all played such a good game. You guys played such great games. Maybe now I will actually watch a season of Survivor.